Hey guys, it's Raven, and welcome to your love message. This message will be for all signs, but please take it how it resonates, okay? All right, so let me jump in, guys. So I feel like the message I'm getting is you're tired. Someone has been trying, has been wearing themselves out, trying to please someone, trying to change the energy between you and someone. And this feels like a connection that may be built on like a trauma bond. It doesn't have to be, or this could be someone you grew up with, you know them for a long time. You can be married to them. You may have kids together. You don't have to. I just feel like that no matter what you guys have been through, you guys eventually get back together. You may be noticing a pattern though. You may be noticing that there's always some sort of drama, chaos going on when you're with this person or around this person. And even when there is nothing to be worried about, even when things are supposed to be happy and peaceful, it's like this person starts drama to keep something going, or they're just constantly seeking for something to be wrong. You may not know this, maybe you do. You may feel like that this person is your ride or die. They may feel that way about you, but really, this is struggle love. This is a bond that is built on enduring constant hardship, drama, and exhaustion, earning your affection through your pain. Like, this is someone that, okay, this person may have grown up seeing love as something that had to be fought for or maybe even suffered through. They may have seen their mom go through this with their dad, or, their dad with their mom, like whatever. Like, someone grew up seeing this. So now peaceful, happy relationships may feel boring to this person. They don't understand that. I mean, yes, it's idealistic that you want someone to be happy with, but someone has been wired to believe that unless you guys are fighting to be together, it's not real love. And you guys may have tried to do everything you can to talk this person into maybe changing the perspective, to make whatever necessary changes so that you guys can be happy together. This person feels like that if you really love them, then you will endure whatever it takes to be with them. Yeah, like waiting for a reward, believing that if you just survive enough bad years, you will eventually be rewarded with a happily ever after. Somebody wants you to have that belief. And maybe you did in the beginning. Maybe you felt like, hey, if I keep proving myself and I keep overextending myself, eventually this person will change and they'll start respecting me more, or there'll be less drama. No, this person, they believe that for love to be real, it has to be difficult, like making up to break up, feeling like you can fix them, one-sided support, chaos. Like, this person, they don't understand the sort of love that you're looking for. And I feel like for you guys, this may very well be a karmic lesson to teach you about self-love and boundaries. I feel like you guys are tired. I feel like you guys have invested a lot of energy trying to make things work. There's a lot of I feel like that when you try to talk to this person about this, you guys had different opinions. There's always like an argument, or a debate on how it should be done, how things should work out. It just never seems to mesh well. And I mean, it will for a little bit, but then it goes right back to drama, it seems. Yeah, this is a lot, guys. I feel like that somebody's just tired of this. They're tired of running into people like this. Some of you guys may not have fully understood that this is what struggle love is. You may have really just felt like that eventually, that this is normal behavior, and that eventually, if the person that you're with really wants to be with you, they would finally see you for who you are and want to be with you. That's BS. Okay, that is total BS. Tell me about the collective's energy towards this person. Yeah, you guys are seeking balance, but you guys know that things are unbalanced. Okay. You see how it's just not matching up here? You may be dealing with a Libra, or you guys just want truth. You want clarity. You want things to be balanced out and fair. And somebody here may also be bipolar. You may feel like they have a split personality, like they're happy in 1 minute, sad the next. Yeah, anger. Yeah, somebody's comfort zone is being angry. Also, you guys are seeking balance in your life. You're trying to balance out your own energy, and you may be feeling comfortable now. And this person is angry because you're comfortable Maybe you've walked away from this person. Some of you guys may have walked away and this person is pissed off because they feel like that you're comfortable without them. You should have stayed and fought for them. Others, this person, they are an unbalanced energy and they are completely fine with being able to be in this angry energy here. And this is very frustrating because you guys have been trying to make something work, trying to force a square peg into a round hole, and it's just not meant to be. Yeah. I think you guys have been thinking about moving on. You're manifesting a way to move forward here. Some of you guys could be getting a divorce or breaking up or moving out of the house or something here, but whatever's going on here, I really feel like that you guys have a lot of love for this person. You accept them as they are. You know, you're not trying to be judgmental. You just want to be happy with them. And it just seems like they're just so unhappy. And it's like you don't know what to do. Yeah, the energy is kind of weird between you and this person. Yeah, energy, oh my goodness, energy vampire. Get it? Energy, hungry. And then we got fear that came out in the reverse. Huh. Fear in the reverse could be like a deep rooted fear that you may have. So you guys may be okay. As we get older, as we progress through life and we connect with people, we learn lessons, right? You know, we learn how people can be and, you know, how to set boundaries and things like that. I really feel like this is a lesson that is definitely teaching you how to enforce those boundaries and also how to recognize when something is unhealthy. This is an energy vampire. Someone could have a succubus spirit attached to them or an incubus spirit. Somebody somebody thrives off of your energy. They thrive off of you being amped up. And this may not be for everybody, but this could be someone that kind of gets a high, quote unquote, off of seeing you getting worked up. And when you're comfortable, it makes them uncomfortable. Like, this is what I mean. Like, this is how they grew up. Somebody grew up in a very unstable household or where their parents fought or they just dealt with a family that was always fighting with each other. And somebody, I mean, this is really crazy, guys. I feel like that you guys are trying to have done everything you can to try to work this out with this person, but this person has been rejecting it. They don't want to hear it. Tell me more, please. Yeah, you guys may be choosing solitude at this time, waiting for better, not settling for less. This is the karmic lesson here to teach about self love and boundaries. You guys are choosing not to engage in their drama. And I really feel like this is what's making them angry or making them feel insecure when it comes to you because they feel like that if you're not invested, like someone feels like that, like for example, okay, this just popped into my head. This may be a scenario for somebody, okay? If you're still with this person or maybe right before you left them, you may have stopped investing your energy into anything that they had going on, like anything toxic. I mean, like for example, this person probably used to be able to come home from work and get you riled up about whatever happened in traffic or at work or whatever and have you ready, you know, all upset and things like that. But now when they try to do something like that, you don't get you're very unbothered. You're just like, oh well, you may have even told this person, well, you don't have to fight with your boss or you don't have to fight with this coworker. You know, choose your battles. You don't have to fight all the time. It doesn't always have to be a battle. Like you may have, it may have been something along the lines of that energy. Like you may have told this person, like, I'm tired of being amped up or you getting angry, upset. Like I'm not, if you want to get upset, you get upset, but I'm not. I'm not going to get upset with you. This is stupid. This is petty. I'm not going to get mad at this. So yeah, you're sitting here in this unbothered energy. Like, do what you need to do because I'm not doing it. You're not investing any more energy into this. Yeah, right now your eye is on the freaking prize here. You're focused on long-term stability, future planning. You're trying to live the dream that you've always had in your heart. And I think you're starting to understand that you're not going to be able to have it with this person because their idea of what love and happiness is very misconstrued. It's very, it's kind of just someone needs to talk to someone maybe, or go to some sort of coaching, counseling or something like that. Yeah. Well, I said eyes are on the prize. You guys are making money moves. You're making smarter decisions with your life. You're strategically investing into things and building wealth and trying to make your money work. And you know for a fact that if you keep indulging into this drama or this chaos or third parties or making up the breakup, like you guys know that if you keep making that your main focus, then you're not going to be able to get to where you need to be. This energy wants you constantly focus on them and whatever drama they bring. This also could be someone who starts drama as a form of attention seeking. Like if they feel like if you're not giving them enough attention, they start drama. Like, I mean, even the pettiest things. Yeah, I feel like that you may have realized that with this connection here, this was meant to show you something about yourself. We have the me versus me here, which is like looking at yourself in the mirror, self competition, personal growth. I think you guys may have repressed emotions and you may have held them to yourself about this person and about maybe moving on for good or something like that. Maybe about living a different lifestyle, but whatever it is, I really feel like there's some hidden emotions here and you were concealing your true self. You may have felt like no one sees the real you and it was time to change. Ooh. And maybe you did. Maybe you did do some self improvement. Maybe you were tired of being in this drama. Maybe you were tired of being, like someone here may be in the energy of putting you down to make themselves feel better. Someone may have put you in a position where they wanted you to feel like you had to always, like you had to constantly prove yourself to them, prove your worth to them. Like someone may have been like, oh, you're not giving me enough money, or you don't make enough money, or you don't do this, or you don't do that, when you're doing everything you can, to the best of your ability, even financially. I feel like you guys are just like, you know what? I can't, this is not love. You may have held these emotions in because you didn't want to fight with this person about it. Yeah, plastic smiles. This is what I'm talking about. Fake kindness, forced friendliness, hiding resentment behind smiles, friends in name only. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like, you guys had some hidden emotions about how you were forcing. It was like you were faking the funk with this person. You were faking the love with this person. I'm not saying that you don't care about them at all. I just feel like that you guys may just be looking at life differently. You're looking at relationships differently. And you see this for what it is now. You guys may not have grown up the same way this person did. Some of you guys, you did grow up the same way they did, and you may have also had this idea that struggle love was the way to be, but then maybe you grew out of it. Others, you didn't grow up that way. You knew that this was toxic from the start, and there were red flags, and you may have dismissed them, believing that, hey, I can change this person, and then things just spiraled out of control, and now you're walking away. But whatever this is, this person is pissed about it. Yeah, look, like split the deck, energy vampires. Soul contracts, fated connection, divine intervention came out behind it. Spirit wants to let you know that this was a draining connection, a toxic influence, and you need to protect your energy. It is definitely time to cut cords from this person. This was definitely a karmic relationship. You were destined to meet this person so that you could teach yourself about how to love yourself and self love and putting yourself first and set boundaries. Okay, the universe has stepped in to help you with this situation here, which is why things are changing. I feel like that at this time you could be unbothered, just peace despite the chaos around you. Yeah, Spirit taught you this. Like with this situational single was the first card that came out, which is very similar to this. I mean, come on now, identical, right? I really feel like that in order to achieve balance, you guys chose solitude. You guys chose to move away, to dig into your comfort zone, to dig into your future plans. And someone's angry because now you're making smarter decisions here. You're making moves to improve yourself, and they can't somehow sucker you or bait you into like some sort of draining, toxic connection again. Yeah, Spirit taught you to focus more on yourself. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. You may have a lot of history with this person. You may have kids with them. You may not. Whatever this is, I really feel like it's something that is over. Okay, you're ready to move on from this. You're ending this cycle. The lessons have been learned here and things are coming full circle. And it's like, you know what? I'm not going to prove my loyalty to you any longer. I'm done proving my loyalty to you. I'm done proving my love to you. If what I have right now isn't good enough without you causing some sort of drama, like this is somebody who doesn't understand how somebody loves them. This is somebody that does not understand what it looks like for somebody to love them. Okay, this is someone you could tell them, "I love you, baby." You could be very, passionate with them, touchy feely. Not anything creepy. You know what I mean? But I mean, you could be very close with this person, lovey dovey in a sense, maybe even smother this person with love. And the minute that your attention goes off of them, or you go to work or whatever, their mind instantly goes back into some sort of negative energy here. And they feel like that they have to bait you or they have to manipulate you into like some sort of situation where you're fighting for their love and approval. Yeah. Someone here may also involve third parties to do this. Someone here, when someone goes out and they go out on dating sites and stuff, where they hook up with random third parties, or there could be someone in particular that they've been messing with off and on for many, many years that you guys have been fighting about. This person runs to this person when they feel like they want to trigger you, because they know if anything that will definitely trigger you. Also, this person may feel like you're dating or seeing someone else, even if you're not. Okay, let's say that you're not, you're just really just wanting some me time or hanging out with the boys or the girls. Somebody could also do that as a form of gaslighting you to try to get you to react. Yeah, I feel like that you're leaving this behind. This is toxic. This is unhealthy. This is a nasty behavior that you have been stuck in for a while now, and you are done. You're disappearing on this. Someone here has unhealthy, nasty behaviors, and they are unable to move forward in life. And I feel like you're unable to move forward with them. This is someone that had a lot of missing pieces. This is what I mean. Like, I feel like when you first got with this person, you knew something wasn't right. You just didn't know exactly what. This is someone that has their heart locked away. Their heart chakra could be closed. Yeah, someone here has an obsession with holding on or letting go of, I mean, or unable to let go of someone, or someone has a lot of anxiety, or, oh, okay. Someone here, children may be involved. Someone here may want to have a baby. They may be obsessed with being pregnant by you or having a baby with you or something, and that may not have happened yet. For others, somebody has had these issues since childhood. Someone may have had something happen to them as a child that they can't let go of. It gives them anxiety, or it makes them clingy. And even if you leave them just to like go to work for 8 hours and come home, I mean, they could possibly be happy to see you sometimes, but they're very like, like they're accusing you of things. Yeah, someone could be accusing you of being non-committal, you being risky, having unprotected smack. Like someone here is very, yeah. Someone here also is accusing you of hoe hopping. Okay, they're saying that you're jumping from person to person to person. So someone could, if you go off to work or something like that and leave this person alone for 8 hours, they could very well be accusing you of, oh, you were with such and such, or oh, you were hooking up with this person. I know what you were doing. I'm not stupid. Like, yeah, someone here likes a lot of drama. A lot of drama. Let's see what the tarot says. Okay. Here we go. We got the Lovers in reverse with the Five of Wands in the upright. This was definitely a disharmony, an imbalance, a misalignment of values. This is what I mean. Like when the Lovers card comes out, it represents a big life decision. I think a long time ago, it used to be called the choice. Okay. Gemini energy here. The Lovers in reverse definitely represents how you guys were not seeing eye to eye on how to live life together. You view life a certain way. This person views life a different way. Okay. Someone also may have had commitment issues. And they're also, I mean, and because they had commitment issues or they had a fear of commitment, they may have also always put you in competition with somebody. There could have been disagreements about this. Like, this is just suffering here, an imbalance. I feel like that you definitely had to learn self love in order to get out of this strife or tension here. Somebody wants you constantly fighting for their love. They may, like I said, they're inviting third parties left and right because they always want you in competition or fighting over them. The death is in reverse with the Four of Pentacles. This person ain't letting you go. They don't want it to be over. We got Scorpio energy here. Someone is fearing change. They're trying to hold on to you, um, resisting change. And that's because they want to have control. For some of y'all, somebody's a gold digger. And if you're the breadwinner, they, you know, they want you to stay, they want to have control over you so that they can have control over your finances. Or you may be feeling as though, this person is using their finances to get you to stay. So take it how it resonates here. But someone is just resisting change because they definitely want power, control. Someone feels like it would take them too much out of their comfort zone to change. They don't want you to leave them alone. They're not going to let you go. Yeah, the King of Swords is here in the reverse. That's Aquarius energy. Someone here wants to emotionally manipulate you. Yeah, the Queen of Cups is here, upright. And then we got the Judgment in reverse as I split the deck with the Strength in reverse. Someone is very manipulative, and they use some sort of emotional manipulation to come off as like some sort of healing, sweet, compassionate energy here to get your guard down so you can make a bad judgment call. And then they use your weakness against you. Like, for example, if this person knows you enjoy, being intimate with them, they will definitely hold that like as like some sort of ploy to get whatever they want out of you. But this also represents self-doubt and insecurities with the Strength reverse, with the Judgment reverse. Leo energy here. I feel like that you guys may be feeling as though you made a bad judgment call when it came to this person's character. You may be like really criticizing yourselves for like ignoring the warning signs about this. This person, when you met them, they may have already been struggling when you met them. And this may have been something that you guys built a foundation on and it's fallen apart because it wasn't a stable foundation. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles is in reverse as I shuffle the deck. This is disharmony. You guys can't, like, you tried everything you could to make shit work out with this person. But it's like no matter what you do, it's not good enough, or it just doesn't work out here. What's the advice here? Got the Knight of Cups here, and then the Three of Wands flew out in the reverse. I feel like you guys have been playing it small. Maybe due to a lack of planning or a lack of foresight for your future. Spirit wants you to follow your heart and keep doing what makes you feel good. And don't let this person stop you. But also, the advice here is somebody here could be trying to charm you and create an obstacle to a goal that you have. Someone, man, yeah, don't let this person love bomb you back into the cycle. What else? This person could try to come off as like all charming and shit to kind of get you to like, drop your bags and turn away from the door as you're walking out. Like, no. Yeah, Three of Swords in reverse. Spirit is like, it's time for you to heal. Okay? You've been playing small for a while, guys. And this could definitely be an unexpected delay. I feel like that you may have a lot of negative self-talk while you're releasing pain. Spirit wants you to forgive yourself and forgive the situation and to be optimistic. And you guys could be in this optimistic energy here. You're recovering. You're moving on from this. I feel like the Spirit wants you to forgive yourself because at the time that you were with this person, you really were following your heart, trying to give them something special, trying to build something special. But there was a lack of planning, a lack of foresight with this. You guys were not playing big enough. You guys were just grabbing low-hanging fruit. And I'm not talking bad about anybody, period. Okay, I'm not saying this person wasn't good enough for you. I'm not saying none of that. I'm just saying that energy wise, you guys deserved better, and now you know that, because this energy here, this is not where it's at. This is not where it's at here. And for some reason, I'm being told to pull from this deck here. Yeah, this person, they totally burn bridges with you. You may have just had to just walk away. They're disloyal. There's a lack of trust here. Yeah, and you were confused. You didn't know which way to go. You were conflicted. You see how, like, on this card, there's a golden arrow that's going this way. All of these arrows are going a different way. So it's like you're daring to be bold enough to go a direction that no one else is going, to walk on your own. And this is something that may have kept you stagnant because you probably were afraid to move on from this person. You were afraid to move away from the direction that they are heading. You may have been trying to convince them to go in the direction that you're heading, like, let's go this way together. This person doesn't want to do that. You may have had to turn your back on this person because they're disloyal. They've burned bridges with you for the last time with this confusing ass energy here, but you could still be like conflicted about like why this happened. Yeah. And that was because this was toxic. There was a lot of drama. This was someone who was not compatible with you, and you had to let them go. This was a karmic. Karmic's in the reverse. There's time to drop them. Third parties, haters, lesson learned. You learned a karmic toxic lesson. Okay, that's something that's very important here, guys. Spirit wants to let you know that this person, you can wish them well on their journey, and but it's like the metaphor. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Can't make them drink. And I really feel like that in the background, this person is really pissed off because you're having to move on without them. But you can't. But this is the thing, guys. Don't look at it as though you're abandoning them. Look at it as though they are abandoning themselves. Okay, you aren't leaving anyone behind. They are leaving themselves behind because they're refusing to move on. Don't look at it as though you have let someone down. They let themselves down by not growing. You had to choose you. See, this person could be thinking like, oh, you just don't want to be with me. You're trying to be with somebody else. And if you really want to be with me, you'll stick it out. And you may be feeling like, oh, well, I don't want them to feel like it's, I had to find somebody better. Maybe I should let them know by every move. Like, no, cut them off. Be done with this. This could be an earth sign you're dealing with, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That could be sending you negativity here. Yeah, causing fights, causing chaos and fights in your love connection. This is what I mean. I said that. Blocked heart chakra. Affection, balance, beauty, compassion, empathy, healing, love, mindfulness, nurture, relationships, issues, and intentions. This person has issues with affection, with compassion, with empathy, with love, and nurturing relationships. They don't know how to nurture relationships. This person could probably nurture their pockets. They probably know how to make money, or they probably know how to sustain themselves one way or the other, but they don't know how to nurture a relationship. They grew up in a household where they were not taught how to do that. Yeah, and now they're mad because you pay no mind to them, i.e., you've moved on. You've moved on here. And this is someone who likes to play victim because they know that they're losing. But I don't really feel like it's not that they're losing out. Well, they feel like they're losing out, maybe. I just feel like this person is going to play victim because they know that by you moving on from them, that you're going to do better. And they want to come off as a victim so that your new beginning can seem like, something to be frowned upon. Like, how dare you lead them in this situation? How dare you lead them in this state of mind? You know what they struggle with. You're supposed to be their ride or die, quote unquote. Man, fuck that shit. Excuse my language, but like totally screw that. Yeah. So let's get some final oracles here, and then I'm gonna close this reading out, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this. But going forward, I really feel like you guys don't really need much advice. You guys know what you need to do, and I really feel like you're loving on yourself. I feel like that trusting yourself and your intuition, loving yourself, standing up for yourself, and not putting up with any more drama or chaos that's unnecessary. I feel like that's all the lesson that need to be learned here. Knowing that you do not have to prove your loyalty or love to someone is the lesson here, and you learned it. Unfortunately, for this person, they have yet to learn that. And I've sensed that this person could be struggling with a lot of things that may have gone on in the past, like childhood wounding. And this may be why, they're in this energy, but it's not for you to fix, it's for them to fix. Yeah, Spirit wants you to focus on a fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you have been given here. Spirit wants to reward you for all your hard work, for letting go of past grief that may have been keeping you stuck. Okay? I feel like that you guys could be sad a little bit. It's bittersweet energy. You're happy to be able to move forward and make your dreams come true, but you're sad to have to leave someone behind in order to do it. But like I said, this person has a lot of reflection they need to do. They may need to go through a dark night of the soul to really explore their dark shadow and face some inner truths and see what it is that they're doing to themselves and how they come off to others. Abundance is here. You're being asked to be open to abundance and to believe that you're deserving of it and to believe that it will flow to you. Yeah, so you guys may be manifesting your abundance, like I said, you guys, your bank account is about to be filled. You're making smart decisions. You're making money moves here. And Spirit is confirming that with this fresh start, abundance is coming in for you. So this is why this person is going to be pissed. They're going to be pissed because, like I said, you're making money moves. They're going to be angry. They're going to be freaking upset at everything that's coming in for you here. Let me get one more. Oh, shit. We'll take that one. Put those over here. Reassess. You're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. It's time to reassess some things in your life, guys. Okay? This may have led to that. You may have been some of you guys may be going through a midlife crisis. It doesn't have to be midlife, just like it's like you guys are having a wake up moment, like a wake up call, reality check. And you're just like, you know what? I'm tired of living my life this way. I'm tired of being angry or upset or being around people who are always angry and upset one way or the other. And I can't please them. And, or you may be feeling as though you don't vibe with people and the way they do things anymore. You may not vibe with the things they're into, like you've outgrown it. Spirit is telling you that this is okay. This is normal. And you don't have to feel bad about moving on from people that you may be feeling like is stuck or stagnant and not really trying to do anything with themselves. I feel like that you're just tired of dealing with people like that. And you may need to go in and reassess the people in your life and make some changes. It doesn't mean that, you have to like start a fight or argument and just not talk to them ever again. It just means that maybe you need to set boundaries and also maybe you need to go out there and meet new people. People who are more catered towards your vibration and your goals and where you're trying to get to in life. And I strongly feel like there's an angel message here. So let me grab this. What's the angel message, please? Ooh. Past life issue. This situation has a basis in one of your previous lifetimes. Ask your angels to help you remember, release, learn, and heal from your past experiences. So this was a past life experience. You may have, oh look, and Archangel Michael's here with you too, helping you with this. Okay, he's at the bottom. Spirit wants to let you know that this situation may have been a karmic lesson from a previous lifetime. It may not have gotten resolved in another lifetime you lived with someone, or maybe the same soul. Maybe it was just the same person, the same soul, but in a different body. That's what I'm getting at. What I'm getting at is that you probably didn't have a chance to learn that lesson in a previous lifetime, so it remanifested into this lifetime for you to learn. And this time you're conquering it, and that's great. So Spirit wants to let you know that you have all the right in the world to move on, and you do not need to feel guilty for moving on and being successful and happy. If anything, it should be seen as a motivation for other people to be able to do the same thing you did. So this person, if they want what you are going to have or what you may already have, they need to consider opening their mind and their heart and changing their ways. And that's all I can say about that, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this message. Please hit the like button for your girl and share the videos if it pleases you. I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here. God bless you guys so much and keep on being strong because you are divinely protected and infinitely loved by the universe. Ashe. Bye.